Hello, dear children. Welcome to today's class. Today is the third session of this chapter, Theory of Supply. And in today's class, we'll be discussing about the elasticity of supply. Let's understand the meaning of elasticity of supply. See, elasticity means responsiveness. अगर हमको सीखना है कि इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ सप्लाई का क्या मतलब है, तो इलास्टिसिटी वर्ड को आप रिप्लेस कर दीजिए रिस्पॉन्सिवनेस से. रिस्पॉन्स किसका? सप्लाई का. अब किस लिए, किस किस में रिस्पॉन्स? बिकॉज ऑफ चेंज इन प्राइस. सो दैट इज वाई वी आर गोइंग टू लर्न अबाउट द प्राइस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ सप्लाई. एंड व्हाट इज प्राइस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ सप्लाई? यानी कि क्या रिस्पॉन्स रहेगा सप्लाई का when the own price of the commodity changes. So therefore price elasticity of supply measures the degree of extension and contraction. तभी हम बात क्या कर रहे हैं? extension और contraction, because extension और contraction होती ही कब है? when there is a change in own price of the commodity. So it measures price elasticity of supply, measures the degree of extension and contraction of supply in response to a given change in own price of the commodity. And just like we have learned to calculate the price elasticity of demand, on a similar lines, we have got a formula for calculating price elasticity of supply. And the formula for calculating price elasticity of supply is given by the proportionate method of measuring the price elasticity of supply. And it says that percentage of quantity supplied, price elasticity of supply is given by percentage change in quantity supplied upon or divided by your percentage change in price. So basically it is your proportionate method, and according to this method, elasticity of supply is the ratio between percentage change in quantity supplied and percentage change in the price of the commodity. So how to calculate the percentage change in quantity supplied? It is given by change in quantity supplied upon change in initial quantity multiply by 100. And how to calculate percentage change in price? It is going to be calculated by change in price of commodity upon initial price multiply by 100. So if I solve this, what am I going to get is that 100 from the numerator and 100 from the denominator is going to be cancelled out. And this will become, I am going to take the reciprocal of the denominator, and the formula will become change in Q upon change in P into P upon Q. So the formula for calculating price elasticity of supply will be elasticity of supply is given by change in Q upon change in P into P, that is initial price, upon Q, that is initial quantity. Now let's understand this with the help of a numerical example. See, a producer offers to sell 400 units of a commodity when its price is 10 per unit. So when we know that when we talk about supply, we talk it from the point of view of the producer. So a producer offers to sell 400 units of a commodity when its price is 10 per unit. So this 10 per unit is your P, initial price, fine, and 400 units is your initial quantity, so Q is 400. While only 200 units are offered if the price is reduced to rupees 5 per unit. So that means now let's calculate that what is change in price. Price has reduced from rupees 10 per unit to rupees 5 per unit. So change in price will be 10 minus 5, which is equal to 5. So change in P will be your 5, and the quantity supplied from the producer is going to reduced from 400 units to 200 units. So change in Q will be 400 minus 400 minus your 200, which is equal to 200. So change in Q will be 200 and change in P will be 5. So if I put this into the formula, I'll calculate, I will get the elasticity of supply. So change in Q is 200, change in P is 5, original P 10 and original Q 400. So I'll get elasticity of supply will be calculated as 200 divided by 5 into 10 upon 400, as elasticity of supply is calculated by applying the formula change in Q upon change in P into P upon Q. Now by substituting the values and simplifying it, now you can see that 5 2s are 10 and then 200 and upon 400, when it's simplified, we'll get 2. So 2 and 2, again it's simplified and we are going to get 1. So here the elasticity of supply is going to be 1. This was one way. Another way, you can refer it on your own and you will find that here also the elasticity of supply is going to get 1. Fine. Now elasticity of supply 1 means that the percentage change in quantity supplied is equal to the percentage change in your price. Here, the elasticity of supply 1 means that the percentage change in quantity supplied is equal to the percentage change in price. I hope that the concept elasticity of supply is clear to all of you. Now let's understand the various degrees of elasticity of supply with the help of example. Now, when the percentage change in quantity supplied is equal to the percentage change in price, we saw in the example in the last slide that elasticity of supply was 1. Now, if the elasticity of supply is 1, so you can see that the supply curve is positively sloped and it is going to be drawn at a 45-degree slope. Fine, the angle would be 45 degree. That means the percentage change in quantity supplied will be equal to the percentage change in the price. Now the next is that here in this case the elasticity of supply is greater than 1. Fine. So it will be shown here elasticity of supply greater than 1 when the percentage change in quantity supplied is greater than the percentage change in price. Fine. You can see this is our, let's say that the producer is operating over here at this point, that is at point A. Fine. Where he is supplying this point A, where he is supplying OQ units of commodity at price P. Fine. Now let's say that the price has increased from OP to OP1. It's not a straight line. Let me redraw it. See, the price has increased from OP to OP1, and corresponding to this, you see the increase in quantity. Fine. It is OP to OP1 and quantity supplied is increased from OQ to OQ1. Now, graphically also you can see the increase in price is less than the increase in the quantity supplied. So that is the reason that elasticity of supply is greater than 1, and you can see that the supply is more responsive. So more responsive towards the change in own price, and that is why the supply curve is more slanting. Fine, it's more slanting. Now the next degree of elasticity is elasticity of supply is less than 1. Now elasticity of supply less than 1 means that supply is not so price sensitive. We can again understand it with the help of our diagram. Now see, let's say that the supplier is operating at this point A, fine, where at price OP, OQ is the quantity supplied, fine. Now see that price has increased to, let's say, OP to OP1, fine, and quantity supplied is increased, just a sec, quantity supplied is increased from OQ to OQ1. Now this case, you can see that the increase in quantity supplied is less than the increase in price. Fine. Graphically also it is very much clear that the increase in quantity supplied is less than the increase in supply, and that is why the elasticity of supply is less than 1, and that is why the shape of the supply curve is less slanting, it's more steep. Now the next type of price elasticity of supply is zero elasticity of supply. Now zero elasticity of supply का मतलब क्या हुआ बेटा कि प्राइस चेंज की वजह से सप्लाई में कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, मीन्स दैट सप्लाई इज गोइंग टू रिमेन कांस्टेंट. Supply is going to remain constant whether price is OP1 or the price is increased from OP1 to OP2. The supply curve is going to be a straight line parallel to the y-axis. That means your percentage change in quantity supplied is nil. So if the numerator is nil and because of change in percentage change in prices, fine, the quantity supplied, change in quantity supplied is 0. So elasticity of supply is 0. That means your supply is not at all responsive towards the change in price. So this is an extreme case. And the last degree of price elasticity of supply is, this is actually not existing, it's non-existent. The last degree of price elasticity is your infinite price elasticity. Again, it's an extreme case. It is represented like the price is not going to change or is going to change very negligibly, but price is changing infinitely. You can see that there is no or negligible change in price. Price is going to remain constant at the price level OS, and quantity supplied is increasing from OQ to OQ1, and it may increase to, let's say, OQ2, it may increase to OQ3, and the price is going to remain all the more constant. So that means change in quantity supplied is increasing with no or negligible change in quantity in your change in your prices. So your price elasticity of supply is infinite, and it's an extreme case, and again not at all possible. I hope that the degrees of price elasticity is clear to all of you. Now let's come to the last topic of this chapter, that is your factors affecting elasticity of supply. Now the first factor which is affecting the elasticity of supply is your nature of input used. Elasticity of supply depends on the nature of input used in the production of a commodity. If commonly viable inputs are used, which are easily available, then the supply will be elastic. If inputs used are not commonly available, fine, then the supply will be inelastic. Now see, if the input used are locally available, fine, they are locally available, then the supply would be elastic. But if the inputs we have to import, let's say from the foreign country, then the supply will be inelastic, because you will take more time, है ना. अगर तो बेटा देखो इनपुट हमारे जो रॉ मटेरियल हम यूज कर रहे हैं वो लोकली अवेलेबल है, तो अगर लोकली प्राइस में कोई चेंज आएगा तो हमारी सप्लाई इमीडिएटली अफेक्ट करेगी. सो दैट इज व्हाई सप्लाई विल बी इलास्टिक. लेकिन अगर मेरा जो इनपुट है दैट इज नॉट कॉमनली अवेलेबल, सो सप्लाई विल बी इनइलास्टिक, है ना. बिकॉज ऑफ चेंज इन प्राइस हम तो फिर सप्लाई को इंक्रीज डिक्रीज नहीं कर पाएंगे, बिकॉज दैट इनपुट इज नॉट इजीली अवेलेबल. तो the supply will not be as responsive as it would be in the other case where the inputs are easily available. The second factor which is going to affect the elasticity of supply is natural constraints. The elasticity of supply is significantly influenced by the natural constraints. For example, if we wish to produce more teak wood, बेटा टीक वुड को प्रिपेयर करने में, बनने में, इट टेक ईयर्स ऑफ प्लांटेशन. इट टेक्स ईयर्स ऑफ प्लांटेशन बिफोर इट बिकम्स यूजेबल. तो अगर टीक वुड की प्राइस इंक्रीज हो भी जाती है, सप्लाई हम नहीं इंक्रीज कर सकते, बिकॉज इट इज समथिंग विच इज डिपेंडेंट अपॉन द नेचर. अगर प्राइस बढ़ रही है तो ये थोड़ी होगा कि मैं टीक वुड की जो प्लांटेशन की जो नेचुरल ग्रोथ है उसको हम अफेक्ट कर पाएंगे. वी कैन नॉट डू दैट. सो देयरफॉर सप्लाई ऑफ टीक वुड विल देयरफॉर बी लेस इलास्टिक. प्राइस अगर इंक्रीज हो भी जाती है तो हम सप्लाई को इंक्रीज corresponding to the price नहीं कर सकते. So therefore the supply of these natural products will be less elastic. Now the third factor which is affecting the elasticity of supply is risk taking. Now the elasticity of supply depends on the willingness of the entrepreneur to take production related risk. If the entrepreneur are willing to take risk of higher output, the supply will be more elastic. अगर entrepreneur ज़्यादा risk लेने के लिए ready हैं, fine, तो supply will be more elastic, more responsive towards the change in price. On the other hand, if the entrepreneurs are not willing to take the risk of higher output, the supply will be less elastic, so it will be inelastic. The fourth factor which is affecting the price elasticity of supply is nature of the commodity. अब nature क्या मतलब बेटा, कि कुछ commodities होती है perishable. Perishable मतलब जल्दी खराब होने वाली, और कुछ कमोडिटीज होती हैं नॉन पेरिशेबल, मतलब वो जल्दी खराब नहीं होती हैं. तो जो पेरिशेबल गुड्स होते हैं दे आर रिलेटिवली लेस इलास्टिक इन सप्लाई देन ड्यूरेबल गुड्स. अब क्यों रिलेटिवली लेस इलास्टिक होते हैं? देखिए, उनकी अगर प्राइस कम भी हो रही है तो प्रोड्यूसर उनको कम सप्लाई नहीं करेगा. क्यों? क्योंकि वो पेरिशेबल हैं, खराब हो जाएंगे. इवन इफ द प्राइस इज डिक्रीजिंग और इट इज लो, producer would like to supply it, because see the reason is given in the next line, because perishable goods have a shorter shelf life. उनका जो shelf life है वो कम होती है than the durable goods. So even if their prices are falling, producer उनको inventory में warehouse में hold नहीं करके रखते, store नहीं करके रखते. Even if at the lower price, they would like to increase the supply. Fine. So that is why अगर perishable goods हैं तो वो less elastic हैं. The next factor which is affecting the elasticity of supply is your cost of production. Elasticity of supply is also influenced by cost of production. Supply will be less elastic, कम responsive होगी in case increase in production causes a substantial increase in the cost of production. बेटा अगर मेरी कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन इंक्रीज हो रही है, फाइन, तो सप्लाई विल बी लेस इलास्टिक. अगर मेरी कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन इंक्रीज हो रही है, इंक्रीज इन प्रोडक्शन से अगर मेरी कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन इंक्रीज हो रही है ना, तो सप्लायर क्या करेगा? supplier will supply the goods, it will be less elastic, less responsive towards the change in price. Fine. So again, I'll repeat myself. In this point, cost of production, supply will be less elastic in case increase in production. मतलब अगर production हम increase करते हैं और production increase करने से मेरी cost of production increase होगी, तो supplier क्या कहेगा? Supplier will not be interested in increasing the supply, and that is why supply will be less elastic. Now the sixth factor which is affecting the elasticity of supply is time factor. The sixth factor is the time factor. See, the explanation of this factor is longer the time period, greater will be the elasticity of supply. देखिए क्या मतलब है कि जितना ज्यादा टाइम पीरियड होगा तो हम इजीली सप्लाई को इंक्रीज कर सकेंगे. देखिए अगर शॉर्ट टाइम पीरियड मिलता है सप्लाई को इंक्रीज करने के लिए, सो इट मे हैपन कि सप्लाई इंक्रीज ना हो पाए. सो फॉर इन अ शॉर्ट टाइम पीरियड, because of the change in price, supply may not be adjusted. So in short time period, supply would be price inelastic. But in long time period, price, your elasticity of supply will be more as compared to your short time period, because over a long period of time factors are easily available and supply can be easily increased. बेटा अगर शॉर्ट टाइम पीरियड में सप्लाई इंक्रीज करने के लिए कहा जाए, सपोज जो प्राइस है कमोडिटी की वो इंक्रीज हो गई है, in short time period it could be possible that it is difficult to increase the supply. In short time period it could be possible that it is difficult to increase the supply. Fine. लेकिन लॉन्ग रन में, लॉन्ग टाइम पीरियड में सप्लाई इजीली एडजस्ट हो जाती है, इजीली इंक्रीज हो जाती है. इसीलिए टाइम फैक्टर इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द फैक्टर विच इज अफेक्टिंग द इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ सप्लाई. Longer the time period, greater will be the elasticity, and shorter the time period, elasticity would be less, supply will be inelastic because supply cannot be increased in short time period. The last factor which is affecting the elasticity of supply is technique of production. Supply will be less elastic in case production of commodity involves the use of complex and expensive technology. देखिए बेटा टेक्नोलॉजी को भी चेंज करना, स्विच करना इतना इजी नहीं होता, स्पेशली व्हेन द टेक्नोलॉजी यूज्ड इन द प्रोडक्शन प्रोसेस इज कॉम्प्लेक्स एंड एक्सपेंसिव. So if the technology used in the production process is complex and expensive, then the supply will be less elastic to change in price commodity की increase decrease हो जाए, आप supply को change नहीं कर पाते, इसलिए supply will be less elastic because change in the level of output becomes difficult. We cannot adapt or change the complex and expensive technology in just few days. It is going to take time. So therefore, even if the price of a commodity is increasing or decreasing, the supply cannot be changed in a short period of time, and therefore supply will be less elastic. I hope that all the factors which we have discussed today is clear to all of you. I also hope that you must have enjoyed the learning today, and we have covered this topic, price elasticity of supply, extensively in today's session. That's all for today from my side. Thank you very much.